In the south of 𝐾𝐤𝐬 Riverlands lies a picturesque land where the civilization of 𝐉𝐨 lived. The Land of Abundance was what the natives called this place. Tangmen, a faction that was known for the hidden weapons and skilled craft, originated from this land. However, the Tangmen's new leader found out that many people often use Tangmen's craft and hidden weapons to do evil, which was running against his will. Because of that, he decided to disband his faction and exiled himself to the forest, in a place of solitude with his daughter. This daughter is Wanwan, who lived together only with her father since she was born. The forest was her home, and she spent a lot of time hunting and training there. On her 5th birthday, her father gave her a set of needles as a birthday gift. It was made from a particular silver found at the bottom of a sea. On that day, he also revealed the history of the Tangmen to her. This set of needles was a valuable and secret weapon created by the Tangmen, which consisted a total of 81 needles. The Tangmen's skilled craft forged these needles into a lethal weapon, killing anyone who dared to challenge its power. Wanwan's father told her to use the weapon only if she was in danger. That's the first lesson her father taught her. One day, Wanwan and her father found the black dragon 𝐉𝐨𝐢𝐧 at the bottom of a cliff. It is the first time that Wanwan saw a person who was injured so badly, and she couldn't bear to just leave him there. With the help of her father, she carried the black dragon to their home and took care of him. 𝐉𝐨𝐢𝐧 was moved by the kind-hearted girl and opened his mind to her. He spent many hours with the young girl, telling her his story, his dreams, his ambition, and teaching her how to become more powerful. However, the black dragon left Wanwan after a few months, without leaving any word, which made Wanwan sad for a very long time. A couple of years passed by, and Wanwan continued living with her father in the woods. One day, while she checked her traps, she found a boy being stuck in one of them. I thought it was my dinner. Turns out it's you, idiot, in trouble, she said to him. The boy's name was Yin, and he looked up to see a pretty young girl standing beside him, raising her hand and freeing him from the trap in the blink of an eye. After he was out of the trap, he looked at the broken noose and said apologetically, "Does that mean your dinner is gone? Here, you can have this." Then he handed over the flatbread he brought with him, when his stomach started to rumble in the worst time. The two kids burst into laughter together and became friends at that exact moment. That was how Yin and Wanwan first met. From then on, they would often hang out with each other and play games in the mountains. Wanwan liked to pull pranks on Yin, as he was quite gullible, and often joked about how he fell into a trap that day and then called him an idiot. Years quietly passed by as they laughed and played, until one day, Wanwan suddenly left for months. Her skills with the darts became more pronounced, being able to split a drop of dew 100 steps away into two with just a single dart. Her father told her not to show her formidable skills to others and to keep away from trouble, but Wanwan was too curious, as she wanted to travel the world. On the day Wanwan started her journey, her father gave her the most precious craft of the Tangmen, the crossbow of Tang, which could launch a rain of arrows to attack the enemy, and its power could scale along with the power of its handler. At the beginning of her journey, Wanwan had a piece of astonishing news. The Black Dragon wanted to destroy the Dragon Altar and dominate the 𝐾𝐤𝐬 Riverlands. Wanwan couldn't believe that her once closest friend would do such a thing. She decided to find the Black Dragon and seek out the truth. After many days of travel, she finally arrived at the Jaguar Peak, under the indication of the Black Pearl. Coincidentally, it was the rise of the solar eclipse. Wanwan believed that solar eclipse was a symbol of bad luck. As she ran along the mountains, she prayed for 𝐉𝐸𝐧's safety, wondering if the rumors about 𝐉𝐸𝐧 were really true. And if yes, then what was in line for her? She jumped down the sides and kept running, in the hope of finding 𝐉𝐸𝐧. However, she could feel a sinister atmosphere in the unusual darkness. She wondered if she had made the right choice, coming into this dangerous place. As she dived around the path, avoiding occasional rocks and livery wind whips that were slashing at her. Unfortunately, the unnatural wind whips outshone her agility and grasped hold of her feet. She was upturned and the whip started grasping a tighter hold on her. Hopelessly, Wanwan shouted out for help. Surprisingly though, a spear blade cut through her whips, and from the darkness emerged 𝐵𝐸𝐺 and 𝐉𝐸𝐺𝐻. The legendary Oriental fighters appeared and saved her. He advised Wanwan to leave right away. However, Wanwan did not oblige. She ran towards the forbidden area to the Dragon Soul, thanking both 𝐤𝐚𝐽 and 𝐵𝐴 for the help. As Wanwan approached the forbidden area, she was surprised to be accompanied by Ling, 𝐤𝐿ong and 𝐵𝐴. As they broke past the gates, Wanwan was shocked to see a familiar figure standing in the middle of the place, holding a fiery weapon in his hands. 𝐤𝐿ong and 𝐵𝐴 immediately tried to stop 𝐤𝐿ong from summoning the power of the Black Fierce Dragon. However, he completely ignored them. Looking at him, Wanwan had tears in her eyes as she called out his name. 𝐤𝐿ong turned to look at Wanwan. However, a little filled with grief, he addressed to everyone that this was his destiny. 𝐤𝐿ong vowed to create a renovated and much powerful 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐳 as the energy coursed through his body, transforming him into the Black Dragon. Most fearless of them all, Ling lunged forward in the attempt to stop 𝐤𝐿ong, but an unknowing shield threw him back. Outraged, Ling dared the person to show themselves, and from the lights emerged a female mage, the yin-yang geomancer, Liu Yi. She summoned a powerful chaotic energy, blinding everyone as the Black Dragon and Liu Yi make their escape. However, Wanwan was not ready to give up and started to track down 𝐤𝐿ong. After many months, she finally found him, fighting in his dragon form against a very familiar face. It was Yin, but he didn't seem to be himself anymore. He was taken over by Li, and his own consciousness began to fade. He was about to completely lose himself. Idiot! A sudden shout awakened Yin, like lightning breaking through darkness. Yin fought with every fiber of his being and finally regained control of his body. He painted heavily, as if he just came back from death, and saw that it was really Wanwan who was standing beside him. Wanwan raised her family heirloom, the crossbow of Tang, at 𝐤𝐿ong and asked him, with quivering words and tears in her eyes, why 𝐤𝐿ong had lied to her, why he was hurting her friend, and why he betrayed her years of trust and friendship. Seeing Wanwan enraged, 𝐤𝐿ong returned to his human form, before heaving a sigh and revealing the truth. Evil god Li had been wreaking havoc in 𝐾𝐤𝐬𝐳 since ancient times. It was him who'd possessed the greatest fighter of the land, the Black Dragon, and evoked the falling out between him and the Great Dragon, leading to an internal dispute that had almost wiped the lands off the map. 𝐤𝐿ong used Wanwan to get the Black Dragon's power so that 𝐾𝐤𝐬𝐳 could move in the direction he wished. And before that, he must destroy Li to prevent any further trouble. Chased by 𝐤𝐿ong, Li had possessed numerous strong warriors along the way, but had only suffered defeat after defeat. He'd lost most of his power when he sneaked into Yin's body. 𝐤𝐿ong looked at Wanwan and Yin and said in the calm voice, "He's been possessed by Li and will get people killed here sooner or later." And with that, 𝐤𝐿ong left. Wanwan lowered her arms, as if she had lost all strength, her crossbow dropping to the ground with a thud. Yin looked at Wanwan in front of him with a woeful smile, and then cast his gaze upon the Emerald Mountains that raised him. On the same night, Yin left the house and Wanwan stayed back, alone. Having witnessed rare things, Wanwan decided to train at the Dragon Altar as one of the Oriental fighters and protect 𝐾𝐤𝐬𝐳 from any threat, even if it might be from the Black Fierce Dragon, 𝐤𝐿ong. Hello my friends! I hope you enjoyed today's video. Since this was the first video of this format, I would highly appreciate your feedback in the comments. Now, if you feel like playing her or any other marksman, check out my video where you learn how to become a perfect marksman. Also, a huge shout out to my patrons Garo OP, Mist, Twisted J and 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐽. If you want to support my work as well, feel free to join it as well. Have a great day guys!